Hi, everybody. So today I'm here and I want to address a topic that is so popular among not just Jamaicans but Caribbean people on a whole. A very bad decision from my perspective is made to leave your child. I'm just going to talk about Jamaicans now, I don't know about nobody else. Leave your child with a family member, with your mother, with whoever, and go foreign, go live go find a better life. That is the biggest crock of shit. You hear me? Stop leaving your kids and bound come up, go live better life. Turn on your yard. If you have one banana, you broke the banana in half, and you give your picnic half, and you take and you eat half. Okay? Stop leaving your children and talk about una come a foreign, come find a better life for them. Because guess what? Una leave them to, let me tell you something. As my mother used to say, every cow of a ball for them own calf. Okay? And if you think anybody got ball for your calf like you, nobody. It don't matter who them is. And you see, when you see you left your picnic them and you come here as all money motivated, how much you can send, come give them, and how much you get, and all that, you become a cash cow. And sometimes that care that your child is supposed to get, they don't get 110%. Stop it. The mother will leave them picnic them at Jamaica and come over here. But first of all, America is not a better life than Jamaica. And me if I tell you. And me live in America, me live proper. Okay? And me if I tell you, say it no better. I have a whole bunch of story and scenarios. I'm going to start with myself. Because when I look at these topics, what I look at is how it affects my life and how it's been an influence on me, positive or negative. I'm going to tell you my story first before me going and give some excerpt of other people's story and what I've observed over the years. So, when my mother now, proper married Mrs. Eileen Smith, decides to have her baby girl here, yeah, she did have one friend. I must say Canada. She said the friend in there. And she said, you know, she and the friend did talk, and she said, you know, she would have come to Canada if she can sort out something for her, get some kind of, at them back them days, them I talk about over 50 years ago, you know, when you had something named domestic and you have to get a letter from a lawyer, or you have to have had a sponsor to go overseas to work. No, my dear mother got a letter from a friend in Canada, and that was her opportunity to go foreign. My mother now comfortable with her nice clean baby girl just born about a year old and a proper husband. Yeah. Write her back and say to her, say, listen, she just have a baby and she married or something and she can't leave her baby with nobody for come a foreign. Me box cover. The woman write my mother one dirty letter. Dirty letter. Tell her how much she not have no ambition. Because if she think Jamaica is all, it is not. There's the rest of the world is something to see. And how she gonna give up opportunity to talk about baby. She can always left baby with somebody. What you say? let me tell you, my mother made that decision for Moa, for me, yeah, for stay at Jamaica and you know say my proper, cause me was well raised, okay? If you don't want proper picnic like me, you don't run left on a picnic. Proper. Okay? You don't stay raise on a picnic. That is real love. Real love is when you broke your one banana and you name your one banana with your picnic and you protect. When me say protect, me nah no story. Me nah have no story. You see them little young picnic away, them parents run left, but then gonna find better life. A peer problem them. A peer something the picnic them go through. You know, top left, you know, picnic them. But you know, gonna look better life. You know, see me? Proper, because guess what? Neither my mother nor my father never run left me. And guess what? I saw them dish it. I saw me dish it back too. Because every day, until my father did at almost 81, me show him why it was the best thing to not run away and leave me, but to stand up next to and raise me as a child. That is the importance of parents' protection. So when you left your picnic, claim to say you left them with sister and mom and this, nobody now ball for your calf like how you're ball for your calf. You hear me? See me here today, proper. The only trauma we may ever encounter is in marriages as an adult. Before that, I was skipping free through life because guess what? My parents do what them supposed to do. Yeah. Uno stop. Walk and left no pick me. I got give you several scenarios. I got give another one personal to me. So when I was about 7, remember say my family them come here from early, you know, like I got a cousin older than me that's been born here. So my family, we pushing 60 years in these United States. Yeah. Now, my father's sister back in the 80s was falling for everybody. And my father never want to go because the kind of lifestyle where them sisters live, that's not how he and his family live. It's just the truth. You know, some people go look at me with a side eye, some family member, but that's what it is. He never really agreed how his sisters lived. But we had one sister in question that she always reached out to my dad and wanted to help. And my mother wanted to go to foreign, but my father never foreign crazy. Never. And the first man me know he fell for how much time. I have to threaten him the last time before him finally come. And he actually came for me. Yeah. That's another whole nother story. But one of these days I'll tell you what my dad did for me. Why he finally came here with no problem. No, I was 7 years old. My aunt had filed for us and we were destined to go to Brooklyn back in the day. And yeah, cause 7 because I was in second grade at Dunrobin Primary. And when we went to the embassy, we went as a family because his sister filed as a family. When we went to the embassy, we had all the paperwork for us, 5, my mother and the 4 children, and my father's paperwork wasn't there. So the consulate looked at him and said to him, the American consulate looked at him and said to him, Mr. Smith, why is your information not here? He said to them, well, because I don't want to go. can you please just give the visa to my wife and children because I am not interested in going to America. And the man take up him eye off and paper and he looked at my dad and he said, so you're sending your wife and children to America and you're staying in Jamaica? And daddy said yes. And he said, I can't do that because he said, first of all, your sister is the one that sponsored the family and you are the head of this filing, and if you're not going, the rest of the family can't go. He said, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you 1 year to think about it. And when you think about it, if you are now willing to go with your family, you can come back and we will reopen your case and issue your visas as a family. And my father said yes. And we walked out of there without that visa. Walked away from that sponsorship that my aunt had sponsored us. I was 7 years old. And my mother, even though heartbroken because she want to come a foreign, she did not force my father to go back to the embassy. That year came and that year went and the papers lapsed. That was my first attempt at coming to the United States. So fast forward now, 10 years later, my maternal grandmother, which is my mother's mother, is here. And my mother again requested that her mother filed for her, and my grandmother did. By this time now, my grandmother was only able to file for Muwa, my mother, and my father. So the three of us. Here goes daddy again. My father went off foreign crazy yet. Him said, listen, we went again. And him said, the consulate said, I don't want to go to foreign. I have no interest in going to foreign. And the consulate said, okay, Mr. Smith, I'm going to give you 1 year to come back. But this time now, him couldn't stop no show because of my mother filing. He was just on the filing, right? Because this is my grandmother, my mother's mother, that was filing for us. So there was nothing that he could not have affected her with his decision this time. So then give him a year again, and they issued the visa to me and my loving mother. All right. We come a foreign and we left my father at Jamaica. But guess what? There was a parent there with me as I traveled. So I've had my mother always, every time I say married 2 times, and I am a person where I wheel and deal and make decisions every couple of years. There be changes and shit. And every time I look behind me, who do I see? Even though she's afraid, you know, he might look around corner. Oh, Alisa, you sure you know what you do? Yes, mommy. But guess what? My ride or die is right there, always. So who can't tell me nothing about mother? Eh? And who can't tell me nothing about mothering? You see, a tree me navigate right now. And trust me, if I am a fraction of the person and the mother that my mother is, my children will be just fine. Me I go tell you no some story now about the people that will left them picnic at Jamaica. Me no want smaddy. Me no call no name. Left your little girl picnic from it a 4-year-old and left guy England. The picnic turn out there till the picnic turn big old woman and she couldn't get herself together for file for the little girl. But guess what the big old itty bear red do? Go to England and go breed her one little boy. Can't go Jamaica go put on. No, tell me, what kind of shitty decisions are these people are making? I'm not be judgmental about nobody, you know. But me just say, when you know I make decision, especially when you know I involve children, you know to make the best decision. And the best decision is usually to be around and be there physically, not money. It's not money raise children. Okay? Who can talk to me? You see me have my own name I draw back and forth? Nobody can talk to me. Me see my own name if they trip, if they drop, if they tumble over. Because guess what? I am a hands-on mother. I am here. Me go tell you no one that story. Me see a friend of mine have 3 picnic in Jamaica. And he mind them, the pity, mind them. Talk about barrel, talk about money. I saw him a send, and I send only for sponsor them. And when they finally come back, it's like them can't switch over from children to adult. Because now them him owe them, and there's this guilt trip where them are put him through. Then come, big old people them now, no, cock up in the man house, they no want pay rent and Cinti, and then them a take dash in him face, say, they never, wow, why he used to send to Jamaica and they never get it out, them did out they hungry, and them did out they naked. Really? Can't be. When him they are walk and a send and a walk and a send, and how the mama take up young boy and have other picnic and used to neglect them. If him did out there and I look over him picnic, that wouldn't be the case, right? Yeah. I have one more story to tell. This young girl, right? Breeder having first picnic, and that child wasn't a year old yet when she left the baby, but she gone to Canada gonna work. She get opportunity to go to Canada. And let me tell you, I was in Jamaica at the time when she come back. Couple months later, a few months, because she didn't even stay that long. But who leave a baby during its first year? Duh! Me did there Jamaica when she come back the time. The baby I call it cousin mommy. And I run from her like the plague. The girl nearly have a silent nervous breakdown, even though me feel bad for her. Do I come here and say, then what kind of shitty decision that feel if your little young baby left your man family them for years. When the pitney run from her, no know her, and I call her cousin, the husband, niece, mommy. Me say, the girl, when you look on her and see the pain in her face, me not tell no lie, still mean sorry for her. But at that one get when you make stupid decisions. It's not always about money and stuff. We put value on stuff, and that's a problem. Because stuff don't mean nothing. I am saying all this to say, keep on the children close. Find the time. It has no. The thing is, if you're navigated, if you're motivated by money, you're in trouble. Because money ain't nothing but energy. Money will always come to you. Don't chase money. The more you chase money, money will run away from you. Chase love. Chase hands-on. Chase relationship with your children. Not money. not stuff. Because guess what? 99.9999% of the people them, when me say parents left and talk about them gonna look better for them, it's always not better. Them always left with some trauma somehow. And then later on, you have to clean up and wash down them the trauma they out of your bloodstream before them go to the next generation. Love on your children. Love on your children. And loving on your children is spending time with them, not have them a buy and you know when whole hagging up in Jamaica and you just go dash food. As some of them parents there, I saw some of them I raise them picnic and I go and like said them are super super parent, hands on, go there, go pet down your hog, go there, go wash off the mother of him with a hose. That is how you take care of. Tan far and dash food and dash clothes and dash money. That is not raising children. On that note, next time, me I turn out a people business. I'm just gonna live my life and do my things my way. My parents showed me a blueprint and I will forever follow that blueprint. My proper blueprint. Bye bye.